Hello and welcome back to Stones That Speak. Today we're going to be digging into something a little different on this channel. This is a step into something that I found in popular culture. I was browsing through my Netflix feed the other day and I saw a movie called Troll by Norwegian director Roar Uthog. It's actually a Norwegian language film, and it is about a giant kaiju-sized troll. I'm a big fan of giant monster movies, Godzilla obviously sort of being the linchpin for all of that, but, you know, put a decent effort behind one of these things and I'll give it a watch. And so I gave it a watch, and I found it... a little flicker there. But if you put a little decent effort behind one of these things, I'll give it a watch. So I gave it a watch, and I found it to be very interesting. For reasons that I will show you right now. I've got some clips from this movie. You might be thinking, why is this weird philosophy Christian channel suddenly turning into a movie review channel? Let me demonstrate for you, my friends. Here we go.
Visste dere at Norge hadde landets strengeste straff mot å ha kontakt med troll helt fram til 1840? Troll? Hva om jeg fortalte dere at for 1000 år siden
Pappa?
Så vandret det troll omkring I hele Norge?
Den diskusjonen der gidder jeg ikke å ta med deg igjen. Du vet like godt som meg at 1000 år det utrolig kort tid I evolusjonær forstand. Hadde de vært virkelige, så hadde vi hentet ut DNA-profiler fra trollfossiler for lenge siden, og vi ville visst årsakene til at de ble utryddet.
Vi vet så godt hvorfor de ble utryddet. Kristningen av Norge.
I'm struggling to contain my excitement. Imagine me watching this in real time, right? Because I knew that was coming this time. I had it queued up. I went and recorded the clip and trimmed it and everything, so it'll be right and ready for this video. You're watching a monster movie on the Netflix, and in the monster movie, you have a character, the character who they're going to through for the knowledge, right? Like the guy who knows about the trolls says to everybody else who needs to get this information, because they're not hearing it, trolls used to be real. There used to be giant rocky monster things that were wandering around in Norway, and something happened to them, and the thing that happened to them was the Christianization of Norway. You can't do that in a monster movie. You can't make the monster supernatural. And they kinda don't. But here's the thing. I saw this clip where they talk about the trolls and the Christianization of Norway, and I got so excited. I was like, yes, this is it. We're cooking now, because this is what happened. Like, there was a bunch of evil monster spirits in a lot of these places, and you can read about this in the ancient history of basically all peoples, right? You start off with giants. They're harassing the people, and then at a certain point somebody drives them away, right? Some better god comes and kicks their butts, right? Even the ancient Greeks had this. They had the Gigantomachy, which is like Zeus goes and kills Kronos, I think, and Kronos before him had killed the Titans. All right, so you have these procession of better gods killing off the more twisted, monstrous gods that came before them in mythology. And of course, what is this all leading up to? It's leading up to Jesus Christ, who's going to come in and wipe out all the evil, monstrous gods, because he's the king of the gods, and he tells them what to do. And when he comes in and says, hey, you guys better quit it, because you're oppressing my people, and they're following me now and doing right, those guys got to get out of the way. And then I thought about this for a little longer, and I thought, you know what? They're not gonna be like telling that story. There's no way that Jesus Christ, the Son of God, King of all the gods, is going to be the hero of this story called Troll. No. I'm gonna play for you the next clip. Here we go.
Ta dem med.
Blå Nora. Han lukta blodet.
Yeah. Turns out people who follow Jesus, not the heroes of this movie. Now, here's the really bad news about this. You think you saw the bad news. You think, oh no, this is a movie where they're just coming out and saying it now. They're just coming out and saying, well, listen, we'd rather have the demons back. Because that's the message a lot of people are peddling now. You know what? What if we had those demons back? How bad could they have been, really? We're going to go back and worship Thor. He seems like a nice guy. We're going to be hanging with Odin in the afterlife, under the earth. I literally went to a Norse funeral earlier this week where they were talking about the souls going down into the earth, and I thought, come on, you can do better. That's where the animal souls go. Your soul doesn't have to be an animal. Anyway, the sad part is, for me, and this, I feel like this is just some slight perverseness on my part, because I would have rather watched a movie that had that explicit message than what Roar Uthog ended up doing with Troll. He chickened out, man. Look, Roar Uthog. You're gonna make your movie where you're like, Jesus is not so good, the demons are better, I want these giant rock monsters who are killing people and eating Christians more than I want Jesus. Make that movie. Because what you actually made, you started out to make that movie, you started going down that road, alright? We could at least get somewhere with that discussion, but no. We had to back off and make it about materialism again. Because, of course, the trolls aren't actually spiritual beings. Of course, there's no real magic. No, it's all the ultraviolet rays of the sun that cause them to freeze during the light time. You know, it's not that they're evil, dark monsters who are forced to live in the shadows because of their evil. And when the Son of Righteousness came, they were literally turned to stone. No. We have science, you see. We understand things with our minds, and we have our science, and we can control these demons now. People back in the day, they did not get it. But now we have our knowledge. We will take hold on the trolls. Are they not tragic figures, brought to bring us a message of our own evil? You know who came to bring a message of your own evil? Jesus Christ! Came to tell you that you're a sinner, but you can repent, and he'll forgive you. Troll's just gonna stomp on you. I realize this has turned into a little bit of a rant, but I really do see the glimmerings of society going this way, of the old gods coming back, of people finally understanding the spiritual war that they're fighting. I want you to be on the side of the war of Jesus Christ, but if you're not, at least understand that that's where the battle is going to be going explicitly in the next 5, 10, 20 years. Things like Troll on Netflix, they are the harbingers of stuff to come. Your Norse pagan friends, there's not going to be less of them in 5 and 10 years. There's going to be more. And you're going to get the chance to actually show what it means to follow your God. None of this like lifestyle kinda, I sort of go to church because it makes me feel good or whatever. Like, actually worshiping your God and understanding that your prayers and your participation make a difference in the spiritual world. We're going to get to have that fight. And we all need to be repenting. Our sins weigh us down. Been memorizing the prayer of Manasseh from the Deuterocanonical books recently. And I need it nearly every day. But I serve a God who will forgive. The spirit that's in me is greater than the spirit that's in the world. If you're watching this and you think, maybe I'm going to give these spirits a try, at least don't discount the Spirit of the living God. Jesus is better than Thor. He does command the storms. Yes, he did die, but he was resurrected. And when Thor comes and thunders and Jesus says, "Peace be still," Thor pieces out and be still. Pick the right God, y'all. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for your time and attention.